come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He was born to run the fast break. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing the ball left, dishing the ball right, making the right play at the right time, because that's what guards from Plainfield, New Jersey do. Let's see what they do on the court this evening.
It's time to hoop it up. We are ready to go. Davis, love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Leonard, they have to keep him in their grasp.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Pass to Cousins, down low, to Kyle Kuzma. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot in.
To Leonard. Goes reverse to lay it in.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
LeBron James with the rock. To Cousins. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Cousins to James. Kuzma driving, but a shot won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
To Danny Green. Kuzma. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
2 for 2 on that trip. To Leonard. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
It's James. LeBron James. 2 for 2. That's what you want. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Paul George to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. That made his first couple, but he misses there.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green. Davis buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
It's George for 2. Paul George. 2 for 3 now here in the first. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leonard. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Los Angeles, they have it. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
James.
Into the game for Los Angeles.
Jay, a upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Beverly, great dish to set it up. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
James. Knocked loose. Caldwell Pope. To Cousins. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
James, down low Dudley. From the painted area, won't go down. Offensive rebound. Oh, he had it. That ends the first quarter, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. A good start to this one, all tied up as we start the second. Williams into the front court, looking to make something happen. George to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. Beverly. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Caldwell Pope to James. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Caldwell Pope. And the rebound taken in by George. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Danny Green. They go down to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 2 for 2 now.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
George. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Deep left corner. Great looking vision. Shot from the lane won't go. Paul George to Leonard. George to Williams. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper stays out. Williams. They'll get it down low to Harrell. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. LBJ has it.
Subbing in for LA, number 40, Ibaka.
Sizing up the defense. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To George. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. LeBron into the front court. Leads just a point. To Cousins. Kicks it around the perimeter. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for two.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Leonard to Paul George. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
And the slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
DeMarcus Cousins, 3 for 6 now. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Leonard. Had a good look there, but it's no good. To Davis. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Clippers have got it. Leonard. That no good. Off the mark. Even to Zubats. Huge block. from 18 feet. At the buzzer. It's good. At the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we've hit the break. Time expires to end the first half. The Lakers have the lead. All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway.
That's me. I got ball.
Swings it to Beverly from long range. And the rebound taken down by Green. Davis to Cousins. James, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Here's Leonard for two. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James to Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
There is no better feeling than after making that shot and trotting back on defense, seeing your opponent stare, point, or yell at each other for miscommunication.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Leonard. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
And stuffs it home.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Kawhi Leonard. Jumper's good.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, Anthony Davis. Not sure why he was left so wide open.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To James. Cousins. Fires the three. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Working the outside to Williams. Has a chance. Off the mark. Well contested. To Cousins. Pass to the rim. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Strong finish for Paul George. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
And he buries it.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Davis. Kyle Kuzma buries it up. The catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It's LA Clippers ball. Rises for the slam.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Anthony Davis, tough matchup against George. To Cousins. Gets a shot up off the mark. Slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Luke Walton making some changes on the court. Lakers ball. Here's James. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
Nah, it's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
James down for McGee. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Caldwell Pope tosses, throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
There we go. Yes, sir.
To James. Davis had made his first couple, but he misses there. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. JaVale McGee to James. Off the assist.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. And look out.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Lakers at the controls right now. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. George and McGee there for the rebound. Long heave from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
McGee powers it through. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't...
And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
JaVale McGee to Kyle Kuzma. Almost. And he's not getting the call. Kyle Kuzma cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Count it.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
James. Short jumper off the mark. Leonard. And scores.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Down low to Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins, now 4 for 9.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Danny Green against George. Davis to Danny Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George to Harkless. George. Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Missed the middle one. One more coming. LBJ to Caldwell Pope. James. Nice pass to set things up.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
George against Cousins. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Caldwell Pope. There's the toss.
I got this down. Let's go.
Harkless. Clippers have it. LeBron James swats it.
Continuous effort is the key for your team's success. No one this entire ball game has quit on a play. That right there, that's what's going to help your team win this game.
Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
James, I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Beverly, they'll get it down to Leonard. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Caldwell Pope. Nobody even close. Count the basket for Caldwell Pope.
Woo. That pass speaks for itself. There's nothing more to say about that one. Wow.
George to the basket, but it won't go. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm at...